will be your guys from Glory to start things off on offense. Glory up 1-0 in this best-of-5 series here in semifinals in the BenQ Cup, brought to you by UMG Online. Guys, these teams are competing for a chance at $4,000 first place prize. Second team takes home $1,000, and these two teams are literally maps away from heading into finals for a chance to compete for that money. So you know they're hungry, and you know we've got great gameplay coming at you.
Oh, you absolutely are right there. As Tranquil is going to be that objective player for his squad. He has the bomb, and look at this relentless push to Bravo. They just want to start things fast as advertised, just the way they were playing on that Octane, but already a trade will go through. Kong will get taken down, and reckless shooting there by Tranquil as he has given away his position there in post, and now has got some players that are flanking in from 10. And, you know, the cat's out of the bag right now. It's a 3v3, though, as Jnundo is going to get taken down. And now Tranquil pushing up aggressively with the bomb is going to pick up another kill. And now it's a 3v2.
Crazy pushes here on the B bomb site, and finally Tranquil was going to go ahead and put this bomb down. Hums gets a snipe, though, and already it's going to be a 2v2 situation. Hums with this sniper, and I want to see what he's able to do with it. Pushing from back water tower, picks up a Vector, did spot some players there, and maybe wants to play for a pick. Instead, going to get aggressive, and that was not a heads-up play by him. KE's will go ahead and pick him up. Now it's all up to Hidden to get the 2 kills on Tranquil and KE's and pick up this defuse. Checking out, see if anybody is back. On the loading docks, nobody is, but there's Case to pick up the final 2 kills to win this round. And early on, Glory, with an impressive offensive strategy, will pick up round 1.
They will, but the good thing, if you are top 32, you've felt out how Glory is going to be playing. That aggressive Bravo push shows that even if they do decide to push Alpha, they're going to do it very quickly, and they're going to try to just run it down their throats. But the good thing is Glory can afford to do that, considering they've got good gun skill. But now we're going to see what Top 32 can do. A grenade will go in as Beacon will throw one in there, but he misses the player. Actually gets him there with a headshot from the hip, and that was a good, well-calculated shot. It's a 4v3. Hidden is going to get this bomb down relatively uncontested. No one is playing the bomb very closely from Glory, which is kind of strange, but it's a 3v3 now as Kong is going to pick up Jnundo.
On board with your boy Kong right now from back semi. He's going to get shots onto the bomb, but nobody's there. Just double checking to make sure. Then he'll find a player here, bottom of American, not be able to pick up that kill, but Simple's there to jump through the window and clean him up. It's all up to Beacon. A Beacon will go down as well. It's going to be an easy defuse here for Simple and Glory with an impressively patient defensive round on this A bomb site. We'll be able to pick up the kills they need and the defuse to go up 2-0 in the round count.
I mean, they read that play so beautifully, and notice that every player that did get taken down, their teammate was right there to pick up a trade, and that's what you have to be able to do. Always set up those lines of sight so that you can pick up a trade, because then it's a positive play even though you lose a teammate. Right now, though, we're going to find out what Glory has on offense once again. Another relentless push, but this time it's a decoy push by Simple, as he's just going to get some call-outs here, while Kays is going to pick up a kill, and now it's a 3v3, and Simple is going to work on an overextension, most likely through mid-street, as he does swap around there. So now it is a 2v2. Simple might run into a player, and look at that Call of Duty timing is hidden. Gets victimized there. Now it's going to be all Glory as they take the lead 3-0, Jarrett. I couldn't even cast it fast enough.
What I was going to say before everything happened was I did not like that push by Simple. I did not like sending everybody there because it relies on your 3 players going to B to get the first pick. If they don't get the first pick, then it's difficult because now they're in a 2v2, 2v3 situation over at the B bomb site, and Simple's not there to play it. But obviously their players are able to clutch up, and Glory wins the 3rd round unanswered in a row here against Top 32. First pick, though, goes to Hums. We got to switch on board with this guy. He's been getting picks left and right with that sniper, and right now he's going to be the guy to watch the flank here at A. There's no one he's going to be finding anytime soon, so we'll switch on over to Jnundo, the guy that went off in domination despite the rest of his team not being able to pick up the kills they needed. He's going to find a couple players here back water tower, and I love this spot in the barrels he's using. They're just looking for a pick in this 3v3, Mark.
Yeah, and they need to. They really need to get a little bit more of an advantage to get this bomb down because they know where the bomb is, and now it's a 3v2. It's all up to Jay Nundo, who will now knot it up at 2 apiece as far as man count is concerned. And now it's really going to be up to Case to come up big on defense. It's 7-1 for that young man over there, playing very well, but they also got to watch out for the flank, but nothing going here as they need to make a play on this bomb. Will pick up one there, Jay Nundo does, and now it's all left up to him to pick up this last one, and he picked up that kill, so let's go. The knife.
Oh my gosh.
You can't write that up. You can't.
Jay Nundo almost chokes the knife, and you'll see this whiff and a miss. That makes a lot of sense. GG, Infinity War, but that's going to be a nice kill for Jay Nundo, playing it perfectly in that 1v2 final situation. He got 3 kills that round, and, that doesn't surprise me coming out of him. He dropped 33 kills in that domination despite the rest of his team. But that's going to be a final win here, finally, out of top 32, where we expected them to really come out big in this S&D because of their struggle in the respawn game type. Glory, with your offense, we'll be heading on over to the B bomb site. It's a full push on over, and all 4 players still remain up. No picks just yet, but top 32 kind of overcommitted 2 players to A, so this might be an easy plan for Glory.
Yeah, it might be, but if they do make a play, all these callouts are going through. First blood is already on the bomb carrier, and it's a trade, as it is a 3v3, but Kong will pick up that bomb once again, and he's going to try to get it down with a little cover from smoke, and that is really going to be a huge play by Glory, as now they've got the advantage as far as time is concerned. The positioning, they're going to have that as well, but now look at it. It is a 2v3 here, as Kong and K's left alive here.
Beautiful positioning here for Kong. He's going to find a player that's going to be crossing, and it's such a great spot, but Hidden seeks it out, and Hidden will pick up the kill, leaving Case all by himself. Then he picks up the trade, which is great positioning for Glory. Knew they needed to set up. It was a 2v2, and those trades are absolutely big. Unfortunately, he did not see Beacon come by to pick up the kill back truck, and that's going to be another round win for top 32 to make things interesting. Glory, after winning 3 straight rounds, have now dropped 2 straight rounds.
That, man, Beacon really came alive there, and he was so aggressive. Kays, though, should have known that that flank was going to come in from loading and just was checking over post, but I know the teammates had called him out, and it's crazy that he never checked his left-hand side, or his right-hand side, excuse me. Either way, though, it's going to be a very good defensive round there by the boys from top 32, as now they're really close to being able to tie this up. Let's see if they can do that here on offense. Hidden is, once again, that designated demolitions expert with the bomb, and he's waiting passively for a pick here from his teammates, and that's really good teamwork. Just be patient, get those picks, don't force them, and you'll be able to get something going.
You've got Beacon and teammate here in post office trying to play for a pick, and a lot of carnage will go down right there as Jay Nundo and Hums will be the first to drop. Player's been spotted in 10 by Beacon. He's not going to see him run out, or will he? He will see him run out. Probably shouldn't have challenged that simple with the AR. Will be dominant there, and that's going to be an easy defensive round win for Glory. You're going to see K's in your final kill cam. They just played it so perfectly here for Glory. Back of B. Knew there was players back there, got the trophy down just for defensive support, and really, after Beacon threw that nade, or after Glory threw that nade, and realized there was a trophy there, that's when top 32 needed to push up. They needed to get aggressive because they weren't able to get the pick. Glory is just going to play it perfectly behind Water Tower, and unfortunately for top 32, they didn't. 4-2 though, your round count. Glory on top on offense. Smoke goes down at the B bomb site, and Kong will be the first to pay for it. Hummus though gets cleaned up as well, and down goes Beacon. So now a 4v2, and check out the hot rotation here for Glory, as now it's a 2v2 with Tranquil and Simple last alive against Hidden and Jay Nundo.
Absolutely right, but that rotation was already called out, and Jay Nundo, excuse me, actually did get a chance to call that out. Now they know exactly where they are going, and that's really going to help them out as they are now starting to rotate a little bit further. Hidden is the one that's probably going to come into a gunfight first, but now they're checking B, so they kind of moved away from A, and now the cat's out of the bag either way, Dove, as it's still a 2v2. Hidden, though, picks up a few shots. And can he get this final kill? He doesn't have to, and Jay Nundo will pick up one. Tranquil might be traded here, as he did get one shot in here, but now this is going to be a little bit of a stalemate, and it's going to really benefit Glory right now.
Tranquil, I love the pre-fire bottom. Genius knew that player was at, called him out, but you've got an aggressive play out of Jay Nuda right now. He's on the bomb site, checking the lines of sight. Call of Duty timing is going to prove to him not to find that player just yet, but checking top. Finally, we'll see him, and that's going to be Tranquil to play it absolutely perfectly in that 1v2 situation. And now Glory, Mark, 1 round away from taking map number 2 to go up 2 maps to nothing in this best of 5 series.
That's a tough position to be in right now, and you know you're down 3 rounds, gotta tie it up to force a round 11, or you know if you allow one more, it's over, and that is going to be the end of that. So hopefully they can get something going here. They're mixing it up, and I like this. They're going over to Alpha right off the break, hidden with the sniper and the bomb, working to see if he can call something out, but that grenade by Beacon is going to be the first blood there on Tranquil, shutting down a very good player there for Glory, and this is a good start for them. They just need to keep on getting these picks and get this bomb down, as they do have a little over 60 seconds left on this one. The trades are going through, but they still have the man count, so now Hidden gets the green light to get the bomb down.
Green light has now turned red now that they don't have that positioning at the A bomb site that they would have wanted. Spots a player, that's simple, down top apartment, and he's going to rotate very wisely back to Hums where they can play in this 2v1 situation, and that is a very, very heads-up play from someone who is probably considered a veteran S&D player based on how well Top 32 has placed in their seedings here in this ladder. But right now, the bomb will go down at the B bomb site. Kong, though, putting his roller skates on as he tries to get there as quick as possible. Is in a nice position here on the flank. Can he get this pick? There's one. Has the other player popping out? He's seen him, but he's running out of ammo, and Kong has to get this pick on Hums. Hums needs to stay alive, and that's exactly what Hums will try to do. Pulls a sniper out, bottom post. He's feeling confident, trying out for FaZe right after this, but spots his feet, going into loading, and now Hums knows he can stay alive, and this is heads-up play. This should be a round win for Top 32 unless Hums chokes this.
Yeah, it should be, just because he's played that so well. Didn't go for a shot or risk having a whiff. And look at this. Whoa, he does get cleaned up there, and he's got enough.
No!
Kong outplays him straight up. A choke. But
Hums!
I give it up to Kong. That was really well played. And Hums.
You had one job, Hums.
So close.
Hums, you had to wait literally 3 more seconds before checking. You would Hums.
6-2 victory.
Clutch plays.
14-5 for K. Someone get this man another backpack, a larger one, preferably.
Jesus, Glory with a very convincing 6-2 win here on S&D. Thank you to some clutch roundup plays. That one, last one, brought to you by Kong, picking up that player inside of Post Office. Will be super easy as they head into the 3rd map, Blitz Freight. Map number 3, where Glory is honestly poised to take this one. They've just done so well in this series thus far against Top 32. And honestly, I'm kind of disappointed. I mean, Top 32 had such a great seed, higher seeding than Glory, but things might change up. We're going to be switching hosts, guys, and before we do that, as we jump into the new lobby, we've got Blitz Freight coming up. Don't go anywhere. Tweet out this stream. We'll be right back with more Call of Duty action here for the BenQ Cup. If you guys want to stay more connected with these awesome companies that are bringing you this great show match, follow at BenQ America, follow at UMG Events, and follow at UMG Online. That way you stay up to date with the greatest products and accessories you can use to game, as well as the greatest company you can use to compete and make this an awesome, awesome hobby. We're going to get right into the game here. This is map number 3, Blitz Freight, between Glory and Top 32, of which Glory has dominated the series thus far in this best of 5. Glory up 2 maps to 1. If they take this Blitz Freight, it's going to be over for Top 32. But Beacon will be the first to strike and say, shut up, Caster Duff. We don't need that. We're going to take this one. We're going to force a game 5. Lego.
Well, let's hope that they can. Glory is off to a slower start than we're used to here, as it was actually Beacon that slid in there for the first one, as you mentioned before. Now Simple is threatening here behind enemy lines, and he needs to pick up this kill here in back lumber if he wants to be able to stay alive and keep this relay alive, and he will actually help that quite a bit. that was a very good defensive play as Tranquil will shut down that push by Top 32. But still, one player will slide in, and that was actually Hums. No, Tranquil, excuse me, who slid in to neutralize it at 1-1.
Glory needed that capture, Mark. They had 3 down on Top 32. If they didn't get that cap, that would have been a big stop for Top 32 and really may have made a huge difference in the game. But now they've got the spawn trap set up. Tranquil will slide in for another one, but they've got to be careful coming out of spawn because they'll go ahead and make a trade. Top 32 will answer right back. That was hidden, sliding in to the portal. And now another cap here for Glory. 3-2 as they've continued to work on the spawn trap. They've just got to be weary of everybody spawning red from Top 32, Mark.
Well, yeah, if it's simple, you know, he really held up well, and he set up for some good relays and then caps as well. And he's 9-2, Duff, 9-2, playing so well on that aggressive push there offensively. So far, he's running out of ammo, and that might be the only thing to stop him, and that will, as Jay Nudo has an answer for it, and now they have passed through that 50-yard line to try to get a cap of their own, but it's that defense by Glory that's also been really, really good.
Jay needs to play this one right here. He's the only one that's made it across, and unfortunately, he's going to let everybody know that he made it across. What he was trying to do was slay there and allow his team to get into the portal. The only problem was his team was nowhere near the portal. At that point, you're the only one across. Get in, get the point, make this a closer game, because right now it is 6-2. Jay Noto with the last live up as 3 go down. Someone will sneak behind him as he picks up that kill on Tranquil to make it a 7-2 game. Glory just seems unstoppable. Jay Nudo, though, the ninja will let that guy go right by, and a heads-up play by Jay Nudo will be a trade and a cap, as Jay Nudo seems to be the only teammate in the game right now, really trying to keep his team alive in the respawn game type.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, Beacon, he's 1-7 now with 2 caps, but he's got to be able to slay a little bit more, because once they get those numbers down, they can actually start getting the map control and then slay again and push up for relays. And unfortunately, the slaying is not really there for Top 32, as Glory is just running away with that stat column. Beacon, though, has a little bit of an answer there, but he's going to get cleaned up as well. And now Kaze is going to be making a very aggressive push to fire, which is going to benefit him quite a bit. If he sneaks through, this will be a fantastic play by Glory.
Right now, Top 32 just needs to take a second. They need to breathe here for a moment. They're down by 5. They've allowed so many captures, and the reason why is because half the team spawns in and tries to push across the map and gets killed, and half the team actually rotates back to the base. Just once, all 4, rotate back, clear out your base, win your gunfights, then push up when you get all 4 down, because it continues to be 3-4 down for Top 32, and that's easy caps for Glory. Now 11-4, and as that portal will expire here momentarily, you've got Kaze in the front, gonna get 1 kill there, and now threatening to get another one pre-fired on the left side. Only has 1 player on the inside to deal with. Can win that gunfight? Cannot. Jay Nudo with a big defensive stop will thwart that push, but Simple still on a 4-point streak right now. We'll be heading on in to the bottom Owens connector, up to fire, and heading upstairs where he can hopefully put on another cap for Team Glory, as they've got that 11-5 lead.
Yeah, I mean, they really have no care in the world. They can run reckless and not even have to play defense on their portal anymore. They might just be able to just continue to set up some offensive plays here. With 20 seconds left on this first half, it's 12-5 though, as Glory, their stats are just incredible. Simple, 14-7. Kong at 11-7. Tranquil at 10-7. And then Kaze at 13-9, as he will get taken down there. But they deserve a lot of credit, because once again, they show that their respawn game type is unstoppable, Jared.
Literally everybody on Glory going positive. Everybody on the board in the cap column. Everybody on Top 32, though, going negative right now, struggling. Everyone on the board, though, trying to get across the map. And again, this is going to really boil down to whether or not Top 32 can come into this, break down, push across the map together instead of just fanning through and trying to get lucky. Because the sneak caps are not going to work at this point. They need some relays down 13-5.
Absolutely right. And this is what's surprising, though, and that is that Top 32 had a really high placement, and you know, they're not playing that way. They're not, it seems like they're running scared, and they need to just regroup and get things going. Look at Simple running around the middle of the map, picking up kills, and then slides in for the 14th capture here for Glory, as it has been a show so far by them, and no response yet from Top 32. They just can't seem to thwart these offensive pushes.
Kays has a Remington out. No qualms. Kays, 15-9, has a Remington out in the enemy's brewery, and he's just going to cause some problems with it, picking up another kill there on the portal site. 15-6. Glory really at this point doesn't necessarily need to apply a lot of pressure. All they need to make sure they do is that they trade every single time. They can afford to just put 2-3 players in the middle of the map and just play for the sneak caps at this point, because it doesn't matter really if Top 32 scores. They've got a healthy enough lead right now. They just need to make sure they're answering back with every cap from Top 32. Now 15-6, just under 4 minutes left of gameplay, and Top 32 has their day cut out for them at this point.
They really do. One player is sneaking behind enemy lines, though, and that's going to be BenQ, as he's going to slide in there. But it's a play that can actually go by, and it won't really affect Glory at all. They just have not had any issues, because the minute that player spawns back in, he's spawn trapped. And that is how they are playing right now. They're not playing to trade. They're playing to straight up hold the team back in their base and force them to spawn into their sites there. But score 17-7 here, and there's still plenty of time left. But just the way that Glory is playing, they're not slowing down at all. Now they scored their 18th, and they're going for more.
An 11-point lead here, as this truly is Glory's game to lose. Just absolutely smoking the competition. You've got Simple 21-11 with 5 captures. Kong trying to outcap with 6, but as Simple will tie it back up. Glory just looks like they're having fun, Mark. Genuinely, from the beginning. Domination Octane, they was running around the map with the Remingtons, just doing absolute work. S&D was a breeze with a 6-2 victory. And here on Blitz Freight, they just keep piling and piling on the points. Now, a 13-point differential.
It's just unbelievable. 20 points that have been relatively easy here for Glory. BenQ will slide in to get another, but it's a trade. 21-8 now, as that differential is still mind-blowing here. If you are Top 32, this is do or die time right here, Jared. They have to be able to pick up this map if they want to stay alive. I don't see this happening in the foreseeable future, but they still got that 2-minute warning to work with. That's about 5 seconds away. Can they do it? Can they set up enough relays to answer back? We'll find out here. But Glory finds themselves 3 players down, but still managed to score with the last remaining player, and now the score is 22-8.
This is just truly fun to watch, at least from Glory's standpoint. I mean, BenQ, your top player for Top 32 right now, 10-17 with 5 captures, and that objective work is really what's leading the team to victory, as BenQ's just somehow been able to get by as many times as he can for the sneak caps, but that's not really benefiting the team. Like we talk about how this team is just trying to push by one by one across the map, and that's not how you play Blitz. It's about filling in the map and coming in almost waves, and that's what Glory's been able to do so effectively, allowing them to relay capture after capture, and right now they've got the lead 22-8, and I don't see any sign of them losing this game at all.
Yeah, you're right. And another thing I wanted to point out in line with what you were saying as well is that if you are running scared throughout the map and you're too spread out, when you die, it really does not ever seal off the map at all. You're just constantly spawning in weird areas, and you don't get a chance to push up as a team, and that's exactly what's come back to bite this Top 32 squad, who came in with a good placement, but now Glory has shown them that placements aren't all that much. The underdogs could do a lot of work. Every single player on Glory is above 20 kills right now, as it's just been a show. Kong is the only one that was now at 21, as he has the lowest amount of kills. But look at that. 5 caps, 7 caps, 6 caps, 7 caps. That's how you play Blitz on Frame.
Glory just made this look easy the entire time. I mean, this was a swift 3-0 for Glory against Top 32. And, you know, I'm excited to see them as they head into the finals. They will be playing the winners of Soldier, who you guys just saw right before this matchup when they defeated Evoke. So Soldier versus Energy Carries will be playing against Glory in the finals. Now, Soldiers, to remind you guys, Soldiers is the top-seeded team, period. They have the #1 seed heading into this, and Glory, after winning this, is the 7th seed. So if Glory ends up playing Soldiers, which is kind of the anticipations, being that they're the one seed playing the 12th seed, then this is going to be one heck of a matchup, because based on how we saw Soldiers play, I'm kind of really loving the aggression that's going to be matched by Glory.
I really do love the aggression. This is going to be a team that really matches up well with Soldier, as you said. It's going to be one to die for. Well, right now, unfortunately for top 32, they're going to be eliminated here from this tournament, presented by BenQ. And if you guys are not following BenQ America here on Twitter, you better start, because they are premium monitors that are used not only for us casters, but a lot of the gamers as well that compete. So make sure that you're following them. Also follow UMG events, because UMG Dallas is coming up on August, so you cannot miss that event coming up either. So definitely make sure you do that. Also follow my co-caster at Rage Duffman. He's been absolutely doing a fantastic job tonight. And if you guys want to follow me as well, my Twitter is at Mazes Realm. So I love to interact with you guys as well. But man, what a match that was, Duff. What a match.
And we hope you guys have been enjoying it. Please tweet at us. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know who you're rooting for. You can tag us. You can tag UMG Online, UMG Events. And we'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this UMG playoff on the Xbox One. Tomorrow night, we're back again with the 360. But tonight, we've seen the quarterfinals. We just saw one of the semifinals match. And up next, we have the top-seeded team, Soldier, going up against Energy Carries for a chance to play in finals and a spot to taste that 4K for the first place winner. Guys, we're going to go to a quick commercial break as we hop into the lobby. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some crazy, crazy competitive Call of Duty.